already did.
Okay, I revived the stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stream good now.
My inner tubes died for our. I mean, everyone will remember the tragic date of Slade's internet exploding horrifically.
I mean, to be fair, it has happened. It has happened before.
No.
We also only have about, I think, hour and a half left of game time.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah, so we should let us jump to once everyone's in, I will what the fuck are you? Oh, you have your martial aura. I'm not a big fan of the fact that that thing is just permanently on you. The circular, the spinning thing, you know.
Spinning thing on who?
The thing is, it's weird because it's put as a status.
Can I remove it?
You'll lose the thing. I think it's just that nice that it automates it. I think.
Ah.
So I think that's like a. Oh, it's just the martial aura effects. Weird.
Waiting patiently while I wait for the game to reload.
Like,
Same.
Brave, you were connected. What the fuck?
The feeling when load.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Well, you make it back to Jacobo Town, and you take up your night of rest at your
Earliest convenience.
your mushroom cabins. I would tell you what we would do next if it wasn't for the fact that it kind of won't work if everyone isn't here. So... Cringe nene babies.
There we go. I am done.
Done
I now
upgrade.
have so I now have some medicine, so I can help.
Nice.
You can
No,
help
still-
me.
It's not great. It's still only a +5, but it's better than a 1.
Nothing compared to my now +8 due to being level 2.
The more medicine, the better.
Okay, let's do a level up here. So I get archetype, skill feat,
And I
class.
think my class feat was verdant weapon.
Wow,
Probably.
there's one person watching the stream. I wonder who it is. I say it's literally me.
All of my other fans
Wow.
didn't want to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, I let Mech know. I at least let Mech know, like, hey, internet died. Stream is
Yeah.
back.
I was distracted leveling up. I'm back now. There you go.
Trying to Tando, if you want, you can use the thing for now, since it's not gonna really do it. Are you gonna use your elemental blasts at all, or are you just gonna? I guess your elemental blasts
I don't
do
think
have
I'm gonna...
the elemental blasts do have the utility of being able to use them on the same turns that you do other things. I'll modify your sling for now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just remember that I'll upgrade its damage to a D8 in accordance with your stuff, and I'll remove the propulsive trait from it. And you don't have to reload it. And if you want to make a melee strike, just let me know and you can.
So my class feat was to get verdant weapon. then my archetype, I'll keep it blank for now, because like I imagine
Yeah.
between when is it? When's the kineticist releasing?
Sometime soon. Next month at some
Something
point.
like, yeah,
Early
something like
next
a couple
month.
Mm,
So
I'll
we may or
basically
may
just,
not have
like-
it for next session,
maybe.
but definitely one afterwards.
Not likely.
Regardless, the only thing that you're gonna have is your basic impulse attack, which is just it's your level +2 from expert, not expert, from trained, and then plus your
Now,
constitution. which is
actually,
+2.
bigger question I have is, do
So
I
you can
go
just use
for
you can
battle
just use the
medicine, or
sling.
do I go for continual recovery, or which feat do I take? Because like battle medicine is great
Battle medicine
for
is a once per day
one-time
heal.
use.
It's once,
Yeah.
I believe, per character.
Yeah, once per day per character.
Yeah.
I remember correctly. Yeah,
Yes,
the target is then temporarily immune to your battle medicine for 1 day.
Ah, jeez.
And now because of me taking Verdant Weapon, I can now have my spear back.
You've got a spear too? Hell.
I had a spear for the first one. It's not going to be the most effective weapon.
Well, the main thing with the spear is that your kineticist blasts have a longer reach, and they do the same, if not more, damage. I will say that the spear, the main problem with the spear though is the spear is at a -1 to attack, but it adds 1 point more damage, unless you are in melee with the blast, in which case it's the same damage.
Yeah. I am primarily using spells, and the main reason for having Verdant Weapon is to be able to use it as a spellcasting focus.
Okay, but the main thing to have for Verdant Weapon is so that you can have a weapon and a focus.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of confused what you're like.
I don't know. I
What
liked the idea of the spear.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense at the time, is the thing. It's just now it doesn't make a lot of sense.
And later on, it would probably make a bit more sense.
The thing is that Verdant Weapon gave you a 1-action attack for all the times that you use like a 2-action spell. The problem is that your Kineticist now gives you that, and you're better at it than you would be with the spear. Does that make sense?
I guess, yeah, because it uses your con for the attack.
Which for you is higher and will scale better in the future without having to dump points into strength. And if you're in melee with the blast, you can still use it to to add your strength to the damage. If you use 2 actions with the blast, you get to add your constitution and your strength if you're within melee. So now, is that better than a spell slot for you? Or not better than a spell slot? Better than a 2-action cantrip? No, but it's an option you have.
It is an option that I have.
Is there a
So you
reason I'm
already
untrained in my class
You already did do
DC?
the change to. I guess I could just done the damage because like.
Shouldn't be untrained.
Yeah, you did change it to a D8.
Yeah, I just looked as it says clerics plus untrained. I don't think I can change that.
Weird.
What item should I actually take as a verdant weapon? Because I like.
Hold on one sec. You don't have a class DC as a spellcaster because you use your spellcasting DC instead.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. No feature you have will use your class DC.
So I just looked down, saw class DC. It says cleric, untrained, gunslinger, trained. I was like, that doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
That makes sense
no.
now.
Only martial characters have class DCs. Spellcasters don't have class DCs. All right. Does everyone connect?
Yeah,
I'm
having-
That's not connected.
I'm still below.
I'm having a rough time trying to figure
Oh,
out what I
there we
want
go.
as a archetype. So I know what I did last time, but I'm like, I don't know, do I want to do that still, or like?
You do kineticist
That's
because you have
fair.
high con.
I do
God
have
damn
a
it.
high con.
Slade try and get
I
everyone to
mean-
be kineticist.
It would be very funny because I'd probably, if I did kineticist, I'd probably also go water kineticist.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
I would say there is
Why is
actually
that?
in Rage of the Elements. There's going to
Flavor.
be an elemental barbarian, which, as
That'd be
part of
funny.
it, allows you to add your rage damage if you have the kineticist dedication to the blasts.
Oh, that's sick.
That is very cool, but that's specifically if you have that specific barbarian type.
Yeah. No, I'd go water kineticist just in terms of like thematics. I guess I feel like it'd make the most sense as someone who
Flavor
fails to
and
be-
also it is it oddly because of how well
They have
part of it is
spout as
obviously
a
because
they're-
fire
they have
crew.
a built-in cantrip of spout. They literally
Yeah.
are
Oh,
naturally
okay.
attuned to water.
I also think it'd be very funny to take like a familiar of some kind.
Mm-hmm. A cat.
Well, like either go familiar or go Beastmaster. One of the two. Beastmaster's more like combat focused to a degree.
I did say
Trying to
previously
Doesn't
I
have
would
to be.
prefer if
be.
no one
I know.
took a battlefield
Yeah.
already because there's 7 of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
That's the I just like that. I just don't really want to have
No,
another
I
creature on the
get that,
field.
and that's why I'm like
If we're getting, so what are we? So are we able to use the archetypes?
What do you
Free
think?
archetype.
Yeah, you have a free archetype.
Free archetype. Okay, because I was gonna go with the rogue dedication.
You get more skills.
Yeah. Because if I'm already trained in stealth or thievery, or stealth and thievery, I get an additional skill. I get trained in an additional skill. Also, surprise attack.
Yeah, if you roll initiative with deception or stealth, and you go before a creature, even if you don't. The main thing is if you're sneaking, right? If your initiative roll is higher than the creature's perception DC, right, you're hidden to them, which makes them flat-footed. But with a rogue, you could roll before someone in initiative, but not beat their perception DC, and normally you wouldn't be hidden to them, but rogues, the enemy is still flat-footed to you, because of ambusher. That's how that works.
Gotcha.
So it's just an extra like thing to give you a better chance of at least getting your sneak attack on the first round. That's what it's there for.
Gotcha.
I do believe everyone is connected now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of you. All right, so let's go to everyone loaded into that scene just to get loaded into this scene instead.
yo.
To the map. The party makes the 3-hour trek back to Jacopo Town, and y'all are Bing chilling at Jacopo Town. Does anyone have anything to do at night other than their level up?
I think so.
Nope. Good.
I was just gonna do just thieving shit, but nah.
Go steal from a bunch of fairies.
That
Like fruit.
you don't steal
or-
from the Fae, bro.
You know,
Originally, the idea was to use a long spear, but then we switched it to a normal spear because shield.
Just taking things from the Fae is bad enough. Stealing from the Fae, now that's something.
Now, Tando, you wanted to have a seed, right? Why don't you go wood
Yeah,
kineticist so you can have the shield and medium armor and all that, or but you can also just give people fruit, and that could be the representation of the
Well,
stick.
water because it also makes sense because I am water domain.
Yeah,
Well, wave domain.
I'm just saying it's whatever, however you want to do it. But yeah, so now you're more water and less water and stick. Now you're just all water. All right, so you
Yeah.
go to Jacopo Town. You take your night's rest. You have a decent sleep with the shrooms, thinking about how your next day is going to go and what you're going to do about the map. When you get back to the town, the anteater megafauna creature that was being attacked or was going to be sacrificed by the leshies followed you back to the town, and
Yo.
when
Do we have a pet?
no. As hold on, I need to pull up the Jacopo Town fucking information because I don't know every single NPC's name in this goddamn game. Give me a second. Whomst the fuck is this person? A individual that seems to be patrolling around the town. You see a small, pale-skinned ranger that is applying a poison to their spear, their arrow tip, getting ready for a night's patrol around the town. Notices as the group of you arrive, goes to look like they're about to draw their bow to as it is late, and people traveling through the thickets are suspicious, and they can't see you at this distance. But they first, before they leap into action, they notice the trundling creature behind you, and then you hear them say, "Oh my God, you're alive!" at the small the large creature. They put their bow away and fly over to it and give the enormous creature compared to them a hug on the head as they're a tiny fairy. Where did you find him?
It was in the swamp. He was kind of like running berserk and attacking things.
I mean, was he?
I mean,
Wait,
that's what I saw.
the tree guy or the fucking anteater in the tree?
The anteater.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna say, "Well, the elections were writing markings on it while it had this on it," and he pulls out the necklace or the whatever it was.
They were gonna sacrifice my sweet child. Why did you run off, honey? They say to the creature, and it just goes talking back to her. It's like, "Oh, there." She pats it on the head. "Strangers, thank you for bringing back one of my flock. I thought he was a goner out in the swamp by himself. I owe you a debt. If you ever need anything from me, just let me know. You can find me over at my shop over there." And she points into the town, and one of the mushrooms she points at, none of you will be able to clearly remember which one's which unless you look around for her.
Yeah.
The name's Quaranda. You can always find me. Oh, there. Let me get you back to the herd. As she guides them off towards. Okay, it's one of the larger mushrooms, but it has a pen on the outside, and as you work your way into the town, you notice there's like 4 more of them within a penned-in area, and she reintroduces it to the flock.
Excuse me. You wouldn't have happened to see. I'm trying to remember what the bird people are called.
A Gamayan?
You wouldn't have happened to see a Gamayan anytime in the past couple days, would you?
As she's guiding it away, she's gonna think and then turn back to you and say, "We haven't had any Gamayans come through here in a couple of days." And she says over her shoulder as she's guiding the lumbering creature away,
Well, you see, we're looking.
Are you
for
following her?
someone.
Like, she's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, we're following behind her. I guess.
Like she's
Or trying to stop her from running away for a little bit, so we
she's
can
not running
just
away.
talk.
She's guiding her animal back to a pen.
Oh, true.
Like,
Just following her. We're just looking for someone. That's all.
well, I'll keep my eyes open. I haven't seen any Mayans come through. They don't tend to come by Jacopo Town. Kind of keep to ourselves out here. Every once in a while, one will come through looking for a potion or some cure-all of some kind. The town wizard is a bit of a cagey one, but she does good work. As she points to the largest mushroom in town. Her name's Smatsia. She has quite a few customers that come in looking just for her. She might know a thing or two if one came by.
Well, thank you. Well, I'll have a look at. Well, I'll have a chat with her, I guess.
I wouldn't go at this time of night. She gets cranky if someone wakes her up in the middle of the night. You might get your hair singed.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
As she takes her animal into the pen, and you can see that some of them seem to, like, one of them seems to be like, oh, you're back, and then some other ones are like turn away and start walking away as though it's not you know.
Oh, it's being
It's
bullied.
it's the bullied one, yes.
Oh, poor boy.
All right. What do the nerds do?
Come on, Cos. We've got to get our accommodations for
Yes. Right away.
All right. You make your way over to the town's inn and set yourselves up to rest for the night. All right. Anything else anyone has to do for that night?
No.
No, but
Very
it's safe
good.
to say I have +8 in both
In every skill in the game, just
everything. No, and only the
I'm not a
Everything
jack of all
at
trades.
level-
I'm a god of all trades.
at level 2, I am expert in all skills with a +4 to everything,
What
to every stat. I rolled for my stats. Trust me, guys. It's just 8. I just got 6 18s. I don't know what to tell you.
I would kind of like to do one thing
Yes.
starting the next day.
Well,
Though I want to put it
if-
to the party to see what they feel like.
Well, before you do that, if no one has anything to do with the night and you go to sleep, when you wake up to a scream out
Oh, shit.
in the distance in town.
Oh,
Considering
boy.
people, I'm trying to sleep.
Very good.
Please, when was the last time you actually slept?
So, what does the party do? I'm assuming
like
all
to go
those that wear
investigate.
armor are wake up early enough. I believe Raja, as a military-ish style man, is very, like, he already got up. He was getting a morning stretch in and everything, so he already had his armor ready, so he doesn't have to spend 10 minutes to don his gear.
Jack is gonna, while still sleeping, he hears the loud scream, just gets a pillow and tosses it in the direction. Shut up, trying to sleep.
So who investigates the scream? Who all meets in the foyer and then runs off to go to assist the whatever's happening?
Raja will.
Me. If I hear enough of a commotion outside, I'll like stumble out, like attempting to put on my garbs as best I can.
Very good. I will.
Like, uh,
All right, so
I like to think Fletch left her room with her armor half on, like she's putting it on, kind of like hastily, is like stumbling around.
All right.
Fantastic.
So I have Raja, Galmar, Fletch. Who else is going? Just the three? Everyone else is sleeping?
I'm going
I
too.
guess.
Haas is
Yeah,
going?
probably.
I'm following.
So Athez, are you going or staying?
I'll stay.
Okay. All right.
Somebody screaming, just another afternoon.
I'm trying
Another
to
morning.
sleep,
You know-
waking up.
Texas is
People
you me.
get in trouble in the morning, and I do something about it. Try to be nice.
Just
Yeah.
bad character having an existential crisis over there.
Just grumping the entire way, like, oh, it's what I should do, but it's not what I want to do.
Yeah. Man just doesn't want to be there.
I don't blame him.
Oh, for me, it's the fan. These houses are really big.
Give me a second. I'm doing a thing. All right, cool. All right. So as you arrive, also is that? Hey, the aura does automatically apply. Very good.
That's really cool.
Now, as you
Zora?
get to here,
Oh,
you hear
who's a marshal?
I am.
Oh, very cool.
so you hear off to the left this scream, now muffled, as though like someone is like caught inside of something, and you will see a thrashing mass of vines and leaves blackened with a red bulb at the end over towards these here mushrooms to your left as you come running down the road. Seeing that creature, what do you do, Squid?
Everyone take point.
Loud.
Save as many lives as you can.
It's just
Run.
one.
It's just run. Yeah. It's so far away.
It is very far
Jesus
away.
Christ.
We
Again,
did get our
it's-
full rest, though, right?
Yeah, everyone got a full rest, so if anyone's missing spell sleuths or anything, they can
Get all
fix
my
their.
stuff
You also
back
have an
then.
As
additional.
a
You also have an
druid,
additional.
do I just have access to all of the druid spell list for
Yes.
when choosing one?
And
Yeah.
you have 3 spell slots for the day. So if you wanted to grab another
Yeah.
magic missile or another magic weapon, or if you want to replace magic weapon with another heal spell.
Because I am now level 2, meaning I have 3 spell slots.
Cool.
Very good.
I got more bulk.
More bulk. And the
can carry
creature
so
is going
much.
to be wiggling around as you can hear the scream still coming from it, and it's just going to start to move out from the crook of that building and like look as though it's going to start moving towards somewhere else. All right.
I know. I'm gonna book it towards it.
Sure, everyone, go ahead and if you want, you can use like 2 move actions if you would like. Now you can have 3 move actions. Go ahead and give a full swoom. So 3 would be the pink area.
75 feet for me.
Yeah.
Distance here. Okay.
All right, and that's where we're gonna roll initiative if you wish to fight this thing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're not gonna use any movement costs.
I will. I'm just looking at spells that I have access to.
Here,
Yeah.
do you want to move all
I
the
have a
way up?
large list. Yes.
There you go. All right.
Leave this
let me-
one mainly to you guys. Guns don't act as a very good pesticide.
You never know. It could be great pesticide.
It's an awesome initiative roll. from me.
He is far away. But, depending on the initiative, he may come towards you.
We'll see.
Let us find out. They probably will, actually.
Good, he rolled above me. I was about to say when would be land if we entered.
Alright. Koss, I'm just waiting for you to roll initiative before we kick this off.
Yeah. Sorry.
Come on, roll a nat 20.
I rolled a 25.
Alright, Koss, you go first. What are you gonna do?
I guess I'll get my final spell after this. What all does Rising Tide even do? It just makes me move 35. Some more feet than I normally would. So let's just go 35 feet using my one action Rising Surf.
That puts you just within range of a 30-foot spell.
And then blast.
You could have Ray of Frosted from all the way over there. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know, but getting closer is better.
Alright.
That's not good. I forgot to target it too.
That does not hit it. As your ray of cold swooms past and it dips out of the way.
Zoom.
Swoom indeed. As it will now... 10... how much reach does its, Hold on, let me quickly check. Boom. Ah, it has to go one more. To get up to you. And now... no, Raja, you were not close enough to, prevent what is about to happen. Friend, from the ground under your feet, it misses you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Damn it. That would have been funny.
Oh, I have the perfect turn now.
As the vines come up and start to tangle and try and grab at you, you step away. Very good. Next person in the initiative. I will put music different. Let's do. Go ahead, Galmar. What would you like to do? That's not the song I want.
I would like to whiff.
Good one.
Pew.
This is not combat music. Why is it called combat music? Kring.
I do like the sound of that spell, so I'll have a hold of it just for the purposes of
Move up.
Possibly being useful.
Reload, and that'll be my turn.
Very good. Next person, Fletch, make a will save.
What? Okay.
As it got closer to you, you started to smell something on the air.
Oh, do I need to make a will save too?
I'm not doing that. Hold on.
Then of how close I am.
There we go. That's a best.
20. Hold on, that's... Here, jungle combat. Let's see if this sounds good.
Do I need to make a will save? Because I'm this close?
I think it's on your turn.
Yeah, it's at the start of your turn. You make a will save. Let's you go back to the combat loop. I'll find other music and put them in an album to use later. All right. Fletch, the seductive smell of the aura was tempting you to just get caught up in the beauty of the smell, and then you slapped yourself back into focus, and you're like, no, fuck that shit. And you do not become flat-footed by the smell of the rose. You have your turn as normal.
First, I'm going to rage. And then I'm going to use a sudden charge.
Very good. Zoom! Give him a bap. Very good. I wish
They're
being slow to me. Hold on. Okay, there we go. No, I have plenty of hero points to spend.
This is fair. 18, that's a hit. 14 damage, very good.
Hell yeah.
Wazam! I forgot you get a flat plus fucking plus 10 damage. You can do like 20 damage in a single hit. And with that, you're gonna see it spits out an unconscious fairy on the as it recoils from the impact. A fairy goes tumbling out of its jaws.
That's right.
Raja, what do?
I am going to use 2 actions to move into this space, and use my remaining action to slash at the stem of this thing.
Okay, go ahead. That hits a hit. Six. As you slice, you chop off one of its tendrils that wriggles away and dies on the dirt road. Toss, what say you?
I'm gonna, I know it says it's still a sling, but I'm gonna just flavor it as a water whip. Acha. Max damage, nice.
Hell yeah.
What's the... Yeah, so are you using 2 actions or 1 action?
It's 2 actions to add my con and strength, right?
Yes, I'm gonna assume you were in your aura, your stance. It takes 1 action, but you can be in it permanently.
Yeah.
You just have to do
okay.
it. Yeah. So you have this. So for everyone else's perspective, your water druid now permanently has bits of water droplets floating around them, and occasionally it almost feels like when they wave their hand, there's like a fog that follows their arm behind them.
Cool.
Ooh, that's very cool, actually.
And
I gotta
if you want to add your con,
look
that
at the
would be
flick of their wrist.
with you can add 2 more to that, so you deal 10 damage in bludgeoning damage to this thing.
Isn't it supposed to normally have strength added to it as well?
Only if you do it with melee.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to be a little bit closer if you want to do that. So if
Well,
you
look at
use
the
the 2
flick of their
actions.
wrist. Yeah, I'll use the 2 actions.
Very good. As you concuss the thing, it recoils again. Y'all are fucking it up. What do you do with your last action?
Or
was that the epic moment where you entered your stance? Or entered your aura? You gathered elements for the first time.
probably gather it elements and then whack.
Very good. So everyone else from your perspective, you see them draw water out of the plants around them and blast. Or they spit. Either one. They either just
It's a
spit
water
out some
whip.
water. Yeah.
I'm flavoring it as water whip.
Now who does it like the least? That's the real question.
Everybody hit it for pretty decent damage.
I missed.
That's fair. It just runs around everyone and goes after Galmar and just fucking...
Try, bitch!
Try me!
So with that, it's going to actually go after the last person that attacked it.
Oh wait, I need to
Fletch.
make a will save, don't I? Because of
Yeah, you do.
Arcanite. Alright, see if I even get my turn. That's a 19.
Also, Raja, did you roll a William save?
I did not.
Roll me a William save.
Let's see if some of the damage that we just
Very
dealt to it
good.
was moot.
Well, Raja, since you're actually the one that looks off guard, it's gonna go after you actually, because you're flat-footed by the beautiful scent of the black rose. So being the one that's off guard, you get a little bit of cover from Fletch, but I'll account that in a second here. it's gonna go after you with a vine whip. That is a 20 to hit. Does that hit your flat-footed armor class?
That does.
It does. That's going to be 12 damage, and then its tendrils are going to coil around you as it's going to attempt a athletics check. With a 19, it's going to grab you and start to squeeze you. Now, here's the real question. Guys, do I do the thing?
Do you
Sure.
What do you mean, like eating him?
Yes.
Oh shit.
No, it's actually gonna squish you. It's gonna squish you.
It wasn't used on me, so yes.
So it's going to, it's going to wrap its coils around you, drawing blood as scratches all over your body get formed by its thorns, and it seems to sip up the blood coming off of your skin as you become drained 1, taking 9 damage from that, and it gets some temporary hit points. Where's drained? Drained. There you go. Merry Christmas, Raja. That's the end of its turn, though. It's going to constrict around you. Yalmar.
Roll that miss. Ass on miss.
That's a hit.
Oh, miss. Let's go.
That's 4 damage.
4
Bang.
damage.
You took off a chunk of his hit points. Van's just really banking on a crit.
Back.
Pretty much, yeah.
What do you do with the rest of your 2 actions? Now, as my last 2 actions, I cast Magic Weapon on my gun.
I was thinking doing it before, but I was like, yeah, hold on to it for now. I'm sure they got more than enough damage output to beat this thing. What's the radius on the wisdom save or whatever it was?
You are in the radius, yeah, you're in the radius. It's a 60-foot radius.
Okay, so I should make that first, shouldn't I?
Yeah, it's a flat-footed, so it doesn't matter for your attack roll.
It's Will.
Yeah, it's a William save.
That's a nat 20. There's the crit.
You're immune.
Cool. Alright. Well, alright. In my second action, I guess I'll just move up again and reload.
Very good. Lurch. It is now strangulating your captain.
I'm gonna hit it.
Do it. That's a hit. That's a hit.
Woohoo! Right. Let's fucking go.
Goosh, you take out another big chunk of its hit points. The pick catches a section in the of its stock and rips out a big chunk in the middle.
Oh, jeez.
Of its body.
Wonder what I'm gonna do next.
Who knows?
Doesn't hit.
A miss, probably.
Yeah.
What do you do with the rest of your turn? Critically miss. Very good.
That's fine. I hit once. It's
Raja, you are grab. What do?
I shall try and make a swing at the base of this thing.
Very good. That's a hit. Everyone's rolling fucking 20s on their damage. 8. How do you want to do this? You absolutely fucking murdered this thing, you guys.
Wrapped up
No
in bonds,
time.
I will
No time
make
at
an
all.
hook with the gill
No
hook,
time.
hit the thing at the base, and basically like hitting a tree with an axe, just cut the thing in two and have it fall over.
At the chunk where Fletch had taken out, you follow through with the sharp end of your glaive and just slice the top of it off, and it falls to the ground. You hear a hiss as its gnashing teeth in the middle of the rose die away as it withers, leaving just the husk of the sanguine rose behind. What are the... Let's put this on for now. Why is that so loud? Stop it. Calm your tits.
I hope I don't miss.
Don't miss who? Yourself?
That's a Discord GIF I put in the...
Yeah, just noticing the GIF you posted.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what happens.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody misses a shot, that's basically what happens.
I just love the stick just flying away. It's very good. Very good.
It gives like a lot of I don't know, almost like Gmod vibes, just like something flying off, like source engine physics.
Now, Galmar, you are fine.
Yeah.
The rest of you, make me a reflex save.
Oh boy.
Good.
Oh.
That's a lot of
Oh my.
D6s.
Oh my.
You know, I'm
Oh,
fine.
shoot.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm at full HP. I got rage temp. I'm good.
Raja, are you good with that outcome?
You all critically failed. Take 4,000
You know,
damage.
I've got some hero points to spare. I'm gonna say no.
Oh, very
That
good.
is, you did say no, Jesus.
Very good, very good. So you succeed. Koss, you fail. Fletch, you crit fail. Raja,
Of course I
you
did.
would have crit failed. That's going to be 48 damage to Fletch.
Holy shit.
Fucking
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Even on
Raja-
a success, I'm
Raja
pretty sure I'm down.
you're going to take 12, and then
Fuck.
Our good friend Koss, you take 24, and
I was so close
you are on
to
the
face
brink.
tanking that. I was so close to face tanking that. I needed like 5 more
Man.
HP.
I'm just gonna say
Having
the
a
fairy.
high.
I'm gonna say the fairy was out of range of that, because they will just get
Fairy just
obliterated by
dies.
that.
Oh my
If
god.
if they are
Fairy
in
just
the
got
area.
vaporized.
Guys.
Jesus
So-
Christ.
Shit.
Yeah, so it as you turn away, the desiccated husk begins to seems to almost start to flake away like they're the not so lucky half in an Avengers movie, but then begins to inflate and explode, spreading dark black spores everywhere, and the tidal wave of necrotic energy just fucking wipes out two of you and almost
like the
critically
idea
knocks out
that
Koss.
that as soon as Raja takes it out, Fletch immediately turns around to give Raja a high five, and the wave hits her and knocks her into Raja as they both go down like in a pile.
Koss and Galmar, would you like to heal your friends?
Yes.
This was a great start to the day.
Very, very good. 2 people almost dying immediately. Great. Awesome. So,
Wake
Good
up.
morning to you two.
If I don't get a sleep in, neither do you. Oh, goody 9.
Koss, would you like to actively heal your friends? Probably
Yeah.
starting with Fletch.
Yeah.
I have another hero point.
First and
I'm gonna roll
foremost,
mine.
let me do the smart
better.
thing and use a healing plaster. Like, create a healing plaster, 1 action, then another action to try and medicine.
I rerolled. I got a 15.
12.
That
okay.
was not good.
So Galmar stabilizes Raja. Fletch is dying.
Yep.
When they crit failed, so they're dying too. So it's 2 actions to stabilize, and you use 1 action for healing plaster. So Fletch,
that's not good.
Would you like to make a death save, or would you like to use a hero point to stabilize yourself?
I think it'd be very funny if I roll to stabilize, but I'm dying too. You said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, are we still in
So if you
turn
crit fail,
initiative?
you just die.
No, it's just how much time you have before they have to make death saves is the point.
So my 1 heal is at all of the time I have because I could stabilize.
Is that how
My
many actions to
battlefield
stabilize?
medicine failed me.
You know what? I'll use my hero point to stabilize. Sure, fuck
Very
it.
good.
I have the stabilized cantrip.
Yeah, but it's 2 actions, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 actions.
And you use 2 actions to do a medicine healing on Raja to stabilize him.
So rolling 2d8
is it 2 actions?
because you actually heal him.
So guys, battlefield medicine is 1 action. Stabilizing with a medicine check is 2 actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a really important question.
Do you?
So my aunt gave us some food, and one of the food was freezer burned pizza rolls. If I cook them, will I get sick?
No.
Okay,
Probably
cool.
just gonna taste shit though.
Yeah, I was saying they're not gonna taste.
Yeah,
very
that's
good,
just
but
the problem with
should be
freezer
fine.
burning.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to know. Thank you.
All right. I will assume you guys heal yourselves back up. I'm assuming you guys top yourselves back up. As you don't. There's not like a horde of them don't just like burst out of the ground and start murdering you.
Yeah.
Raja,
Well,
you are
that
still
was
drained.
something.
Lovely.
Fletch, you are good and you are no longer raging. There is a fairy over there that's hurt.
That was quite something first thing in the morning.
Hi.
You rustle them awake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The roughed up looking best medicine you've rolled ever.
It is. It really is. That can't get much better.
As you rouse the wrecked fairy, they look up at you and are like, "Did you kill it?"
I think so.
Something like that.
Thanks for the
It
help.
turned into whatever.
She's gonna reach out a tiny hand to give you a handshake, Galmar.
I reach out my finger.
They cough. The name's Bolfo.
These nuts.
I knew someone was gonna say it. I know. If no one else.
I couldn't resist. I tried.
If no one else said it, if someone was like, "Nice to meet you, Bolfo," I was gonna say, "Bolfo, these nuts." I was like, I was gonna have that.
Bolfo, these nuts. It dies.
They use the last bit of their life force to these nuts you.
I would turn to necromancy. I would become a necromancer in that moment.
So, Bolfo, have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, not really.
Before we give him the 4th degree, we should probably take him to a healer or a hospital or something.
Oh, they just seemed like roughed up, like they were struggling with that thing. So the thing is that they looked like they were struggling with that thing for a bit before it, numbed them up, and they just were knocked out after being,
Gotcha.
in the thing, then spit out onto the hard ground and all that stuff. So they're just kind of getting their shit back together. They look like they just made it out of a pretty rough bar fight more than anything else. Here. Thanks for the help. I'm gonna. They're gonna shamble over to their little shed here. Open it up.
Take care.
Go in. Like, just hold on. They're gonna go in. grab some 2 things, and just be like, I don't have all that much, but this might help you guys. I don't have much use for them for the most part. And they hand over an oil of mending and an oil of potency. Let me find your... Who wants them?
I mean, you could just put loot in the pirate crew, then we can divvy
Yeah, but
it
then
out.
everyone's gonna forget about it. Just
I mean,
That's fair.
Here, I'll put them there. I'll
you
put them
could
there.
say you
So
put
you
them
can put
there
them in
and
my
say, hey,
inventory if you
take
want.
them. Also, I have plenty of bulk. I say
Yeah,
that,
so
I need to get rid of some stuff, but...
I say I have plenty of bulk.
Yeah. That's all I've got
So
on.
I can get anything.
She's gonna say, that's all I've got on me, but I'm sure my employer, the mistress, she'll be definitely glad to pay you more. Mistress
Are you sure you're
Smatsy
okay?
is over there.
You're dying.
No, I need to catch my breath.
Coughs up blood.
No,
a little
they
bit of
cough
blood.
up
Yeah.
some they cough
Yeah.
up like some black schmooze from the rose. I need to go sit down. Just tell Mistress Smatsia that you saved Baltho's life. I'm sure she'll be plenty willing to help you if you need anything. I'm just gonna go back inside the gardening shed. It is a mushroom.
Are there supposed to be barrels behind the 2 houses?
There's some barrels there, yeah.
Okay, I
It
thought
seems
for a second there, I
so-
thought they were covers. I was like, wait, they live in mushrooms, but they have sewage systems.
No.
Yo,
So
that's fucking sick.
just what you would have interpreted. They seem to be a gardener, and
Yeah.
they are employed by Smitsia or whatever her name is, Smatsia.
Gotcha. It just took me a second to realize what they actually were. My brain was first went to great covers. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, imagine being in a society where you live in mushroom houses, but also have underground sewage systems.
That would be
you
impressive.
wouldn't do that? You're
You
telling me
can
you
see.
wouldn't live in a mushroom house?
You see inside. She uncorks a healing potion and drinks it in there.
Well, I guess we should go have a chat with their mistress.
And she goes and like lies down on like a sack of potatoes.
All right, have fun with that. I'm going back to bed.
Also fair.
No, before you walk away, Kaus grabs you by the collar. Is like, you were here for help, so you should be rewarded as well.
I don't need
First
a
things
reward. I'm
first,
a cleric. It's kind of our thing to help unconditionally.
She looks at you and is just like, you were a pirate once with us as well.
And
You're getting that reward,
And I
whether
chose
you
to
like it or
not.
not.
He leaves.
He goes back.
He was back to bed.
Try and stop me.
Galmar. Before you go to bed, can you at least like wake up the others? Have them join us?
Sure. 204 pounds of fury try and stop me from going back to sleep.
So Galmar, as you get to like the fork in the road, you hear like a deep rumble from inside the big mushroom. Like a booming rumble more than anything else.
God damn it, not again.
What's my duty of care in this situation?
Yourself or the noise inside.
Guys, I heard a noise. Let's go check it out.
Mans does, in fact, not go back to bed.
I'll stay right here, actually. Let one of the frontliners go in first.
I will say the doors are one of the doors is ajar.
No, it's
You,
a door.
Do you
God damn it.
Hello.
Yeah,
So-
idiot.
So you see a massive mushroom that stands before you. It's easily the largest in the area. A small stone landing leads to a set of double doors, one of which is ajar. And you can hear what sounds like bottles breaking and a woman cursing from within the strange home. You said hello, correct?
Yeah. Hello. You better be dead or dying, or else it's a waste of my time.
Whoever
Oh
you
my
are,
god.
whoever you are, get in here and help me. You hear from down the hall.
Goddamn.
On my way.
Begrudgingly trundles into the building.
Mans is not having it today.
He really is not. This man should not be woken up early. He is grumpy.
I was
He's
happily
not a morning person.
I was happily excavating in a church
Oh
before
my
I met you
God.
guys.
I was digging
I
a
haven't-
hole like a dwarf should.
I haven't been happy since we left.
All right, Raja, what are you doing? Are you? What is
I think around this time, if nobody else is going to, he's just gonna go to the rest of the
I'm
party
assuming
at that point.
Galmar is going forward, but like knowing there's something happening inside, do you rush ahead as the noble knight? Or are you just like, more of this shit? Where are you in the pecking order as the?
So, he would be further up to just determine whether or not this is an actual threat.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's these two first, and then Fletch, and then Koss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the door to your right is where the sound seems like it's coming from. You enter there, or you continue down the hall to see if there's an additional entrance.
Raja will open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and the sounds inside become less muffled as you hear a struggling and a cursing old woman inside in some language. But it very clearly it sounds like they're trying to curse at whatever it is. Should I move you in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you move in.
I follow.
You follow. Fletch, what do you?
I follow.
Directly in line? Okay.
We're going in.
Fletch, no, Koss,
Follow,
which-
follow.
Okay.
Follow.
So everyone's going in a single file line. Got it. Cool. You see a,
You'll all get hit with lightning bolts.
yeah, all of
Hell
you
yeah.
get fucking obliterated.
I can take it.
So Raja, you see an elderly Galtsagori, which is a form of fairy, in fine robes that flits about the hut, half-heartedly thrusting a wooden staff in one hand at an animated green glob of eyeballs. Small orbs of pink light swirl about the elder's free hand, their brightness pulsing as the elder flicks her wrist and fingers about in arcane gestures. Upon noticing you, they turn and snap. Well, don't just stand there! Take care of this thing while I complete my ritual! As they turn to, as you can see, runes and candles are alight on the floor as though they're in the middle of performing something. Some magical spell. What do you do, Radger?
I guess I will charge at the creature.
Indeed. At that, more combat!
Is it around the corner?
Let's
I don't
go.
see it.
Yeah, it is around the corner. I will
Okay.
say, Raj, you can get to here. You can get to there. Fletch can get to there.
I
Like you guys continue
still-
walking in as she addresses.
I still don't see anything. I don't
It's
see
fine.
her either.
You don't. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me just. There she is, tiny fairy woman, and then Ooze Man. Let me just. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to roll initiative for it. All right, add yourselves to the initiative if you wish, or unless you want, unless Galmar is like that wasn't very polite. I'm gonna go and just leaves.
No, I'm here to help with another nat 20. Apparently, I just really want to move first.
Begrudgingly, I will assist. But let us back to the Muzak. John Cusack. as the goo moves towards her, and actually, no. What's the range on this?
I apologize ahead of time for anyone that I deafened by shooting this gun indoors.
I'm just trying to see if this is a 30-foot aura. Give me a second. Okay, so all of the eyeballs, in its form, turn to look at Raja as he comes into the room. Raja, I'm gonna need a 5-tude save from you. For an 18, very good. As you can feel your eyes burn as it looks at you, but you stave it off, your eyes watering. But you are fine. For now.
Fairy, what did you make? What is this thing?
It's a fucking mistake, now kill it!
Jello.
That is the end of his first turn. Flurch.
I will eat it.
Very good.
Game is paused, by the way.
My ball.
Yeah, game is paused.
We don't need another ooze form. Barbarian.
No, I'm just gonna eat it. I'm not gonna become ooze form. I'm just eating it.
Yeah.
Christ.
You might unintentionally become an ooze morph by eating it.
Yay, a second Morph Barbarian.
Actually, I don't think I need it. I don't even need to do that. I can just move there.
Indeed.
And then I'm gonna bap it. I'm gonna smash this thing. I didn't target it. That's awesome. Fuck, it doesn't fucking matter.
Alrighty. That's going to be... blah, 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 blah. Abyss. What do you do with your third action?
You know, I'm just gonna do it again.
No.
Wow, that's so much better.
Very good.
A swing, enemies.
And I swing again. And then I miss again. Alrighty.
And
I
then
missed
hit
both
once.
times.
As you swinge at it, it's going to not take damage. How did you miss this thing? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, jeez.
And then I rolled a 7.
My god. You disappoint.
I know, I'm well aware.
Alrighty. Next person in the initiative is Galmar.
Nope, I'm ruler. I run up and I attempt to bap it with a
26,
Crit.
that's a crit.
Jesus Christ.
with 8.
8. Well, I have bad news.
It takes like no damage.
It takes 4.
Cool.
Is it resistance to bludgeon? Damn.
It's a slime. It's immune
It makes
to crits.
sense. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Fuck. I hate this thing.
Toss.
I still have one action.
You shoot it now.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's just I whap with buttstock and then I shoot. That's an 18.
18.
So, go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
8 again.
8. Now, as you shoot it, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You deal 13 damage as you blow out one of its eyes in its form.
Heck yeah.
very good damage.
It has a. It does not like piercing damage, clearly.
Yes. Cost, the turn is yours.
Okay. There's the ugly little guy.
There
Sorry,
he is.
Fletch.
Electric arc. Just on it. Only it.
Mm-mm-mm.
It does not seem to be very agile.
Okay, you hit it. I'm assuming. I'll roll the save. There's almost no
7
way
damage.
it can beat this. Yeah, it fails. 7 damage. Boom. It takes 7 shocky shock. Roger,
Very cool.
what would you like to do?
I am going to move over here. Take an angle on the other side of Galmer, and I am going to strike against this thing.
Okay.
Great.
11.
Wow. 11. Real bad.
Go ahead and try another attack if you would like. Actually, no, that's its AC. That's its AC. Go ahead and hit it.
Hey, let's go.
9. Bang, bang. As you poke out 2 more of its eyeballs. The thing is writhing. It doesn't like you. It's like, what the fuck? Where are my eyeballs going? At which point, its turn goes. And it's going to look at Flurch. Actually, I kind of wants to go after Radger. Radger, roll me a wisdom. No, fortitude.
Fortitude.
That's not great.
10. Now, Radger,
Very good.
you are blind. And 2 more eyes appear in its form.
Oh, gross.
And now it's going to,
It stole Raja's eyes just by looking at him.
and then it's going to attack for 25 to hit at you, Galmar.
Oh,
11.
yeah.
It deals 11 damage. How do
Ow.
you feel?
Tired.
Good.
So-
Fletch.
Even if I'm unable to see it, I can still reduce the damage and make a strike.
Let me see your thing, because it may say that of a creature that you can see.
Don't believe it does.
Let us check. Let us check.
An enemy damages your allies and both are within 15 feet.
And does this thing happen to be an undead?
No.
Okay.
Well, do your thing. I'm trying to find your...
Well, now you can roll an attack, and you rolled well,
Roll your regular damage.
because it's an ooze.
And reduce the damage to Fletch by 4.
By 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was at Galmar. Who got hurt? Galmar.
It's Fletch's turn.
Like, yeah.
No.
It's kind of hard to see.
It's Fletch's turn. Roger's
Yo,
turn.
Joel, I think it stole your eyes.
I'm gonna slap it. Crazy. Anyway.
Do it. That's a
Why?
hit.
Okay. That's a hit. Good.
You don't need to roll high. You just hit. Bang. Its goop is everywhere. Oh, God.
Oh, the humanity.
And with another hit, go ahead and
Now
squish
I
it.
can,
A durable machine.
It squishes everywhere. The green
I-
is in the rugs.
My body is a machine that turns not squished things into squished things.
And at that, it is now goo
Yeah.
everywhere.
As it goes splat.
It does. Very easy for you as you're a high DPS party. Look at that. Cringe. Just dead music. Just gone.
Am I unblinded?
Let me check.
Blinded by the light.
Oh,
Captain is
play
now
the rest
blind.
of this
Oh,
campaign
no.
blind.
I'm gonna have eye patches on both eyes.
Yeah, the double eye patch.
Lol.
You robot eyes.
Let me check.
It'll be cool.
Oh my god. So, you, no. You have one eye right now.
Fucking
As you were able to open the other one. And, Actually, no. You have, both of your eyes are gone. However, your eyes are in the goo right now.
What the fuck is that creature?
It's
What?
an eyesore.
As
Right.
as the wizard
Dress in
finishes
black.
their ritual,
That's what it's called.
yeah, it's called an
No, that's literally what it's called.
No,
Yeah.
that's what it is. So the wizard finishes their ritual, and then gives a bit of a wheeze. It's like, what a pain. Oh God. You in the back, the one with the water floating around them.
Yes.
Come here.
Okay.
Are those your friend's eyes?
I do believe so.
Grab them, please.
Okay.
I'm actually
Goopy
kind of dumbfounded
eyes.
about that. The thing legit steals your eyes out of your fucking.
Raja is now blind of
Ugh.
you from Muppet's Treasure Island.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Show them to me.
Yes.
You'll see she'll grab a cloth from her breast pocket, tiny cloth compared to Raja's huge eyes, and starts like wiping away some of the goo, and then like takes a healing potion, puts some drops on the eyes. It's like, are you good at medicine?
I am fairly fluent.
She turns to a shelf and waves her hand, and a mage hand grabs a book and brings it over to you. That should tell you how to fix his eyes. I'm not one for
Okay.
the medicine myself. Would you like to perform a medicine to put Raja's eyes back in his head?
Oh boy, I can't wait to crit fail this, and because I don't have hero points. That's an 18.
18. You don't crit fail.
I also have blind
after
from Borderlands
10
2.
minutes of digging around in your face, Raja, would you like to try again, Haas?
Try again.
Yes.
So that was a failure, meaning I need to roll high.
While all this is going on, and
While
Raja is
Haas is you again, it's not a crit failure, so just keep rolling, and that'll tell us how many minutes you spend just trying to dig around in Haas's fucking eye holes to try and.
Oh
You
my
need to get
goodness!
a 20. Keep rolling until you get a 20 or you get a 10
oh
or
my
lower.
fuck.
There you go.
There you go.
20. So after
Holy shit.
15 minutes of this shit, Raja being blind, you can feel the scaly fingers of Kasa's hands. You realize after about 2 minutes you can actually feel people holding your eyeballs during the ones that are out of your head, and then eventually Kas is like, "Oh, I was missing an incantation." And then they say like a couple of weird words in a weird druid magic language, and they just put your eyes back into the world, snaps back into vision, and your eyes have that like sand, like that glove full of sand feeling of like when your arm has has fallen asleep.
I
So
never
basically,
want to
you
fight
feel
one of those things
pins
again.
and needles in your eyes.
Barry, what the fuck was that? What are you doing?
You see, she's brushing some goo off of herself. You know, these things happen when you're dabbling in forms of magic you don't normally practice.
Explain yourself.
I will let
What is
Coin
the magic
explain.
that you
They
are
will
doing?
They'll toss a bag of coins at you. Now stop asking questions.
Raja's just gonna toss the coins to the side on the ground. Explain yourself.
What?
Please?
Galmar is just fucking leaving. Galmar's like, I do not wish to be here.
My job
Raja's
is
gonna walk up to
done.
the ferry and pick it up.
You're gonna actually try and grab the ferry?
Yeah?
I'm not sure you want to do that, because she could 1v1 this entire party without even us breaking a sweat. She could kill
I'm
all of you.
leaving before anything stupid happens.
I'm just gonna give you a warning. I'm just gonna give you a warning to let you know. Just by looking around the room, you can very clearly tell this is a very powerful mage compared to you guys right now. Like, they are... You're messing with some shit.
I don't think
Yeah, it's probably a
being
bad
forceful
idea,
is
but-
the best way to go about this.
Can I roll an intimidation?
You can try. $15, 23. She's like... Hold on, what would be her bonus at this level? Let me quickly check. I think that does match her will DC at this level. And she's like...
Explain yourself. Was the creature outside also your doing?
What creature?
There was a giant flower eating one of your workers.
What was her name again?
She's gonna flitter over
Profile?
to this desk of things and look through, and she's gonna pick up one of the flasks, and there's like a crack in the bottom of it, and you see a little bit of black stuff drip out, and she's like, "Oh, that explains something." I told Bolfo not to come looking through my things, and look what happens.
Whatever that thing was, it nearly killed Bolfo. And it nearly killed all of us.
Yes, well,
And
the
now
fool
this creature?
shouldn't have been messing with my things. She clearly must attract some of the essence outside and got it on the flowers.
Why
It's
are
her
your
own
things
mistake.
so easy to mess with? Why do you not have creatures this powerful hidden away?
The slime was a mistake. I was casting a ritual and it came through the gate. I could have dealt with it, but I would have lost the spell. And I'd rather not spend the extra 40 minutes or so to recast all of the preparations. I thank you for your service, and for helping my foolish servant friend. Now, instead of pestering me for questions about what my day-to-day business is there anything I can do as a favor to make up for your service today?
I guess, would you happen to have seen... Again, I can't remember the bird people's name.
Gaman.
Gaman. I was wanting to say Galarian, but no, that's just people in general.
Okay.
Hey, Gaman, in possibly a pirate getup anywhere?
You guys continue doing what you want to do. Raja is just going to spit on the floor and walk out. Take your favor and shove it.
The spit doesn't hit the ground and it hits you back as she flicks her wrist.
You wouldn't have happened to see a Gamaean in possibly a pirate's get-up anywhere nearby in the past couple days, have you? We're
No.
searching for them.
What are you looking for specifically?
He has something that we need to reconnect a map.
Could you describe it?
I can't remember what it's called, like sapphire.
Called the sapphire scale.
It's like it's called the sapphire scale. I don't know exactly what it looks like, but
well, I would assume it's probably like some blue scale. Just based on context clues.
God damn it!
I hate this chick so much.
God!
she does have a very, like, if it weren't for the fact that she could easily beat us all up, she has a very punchable face.
Fucking hell!
Just based on context clues. Oh, I just realized that that fight was not on the stream. Could hear the fight, but they didn't see it because the fucking Discord was up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Lol.
It'll get updated in a second to where the party is.
I think Fletch is going to say what you said, but but just like, wow. Has anyone ever told you have a really like punchable looking face? Anyway,
oh my
bye,
God.
and just leave.
I'll just go ahead and go.
The bag of gold is still on the ground.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna
she
say, like,
it away and put it in a box. She's just like,
okay,
well,
never
they
mind.
didn't want it, so.
By now, I imagine I've reached the inn. I'm gonna go and be like, "Hey, everyone."
Yeah. Everyone
they-
regroups back in.
Just like they
and,
want you to meet at the big mushroom, and then I go back to bed.
You know,
I
I'm kind of right there
fucking
with
love
you.
how like all of this fucking happened and Thez is just still asleep, very much still asleep. And this is gonna be an interesting one.
So you guys look through, like, are you guys gonna get back together and mull over the things that you've learned and gone over for the last in the last session or two? Sure. So you find, of the things that you've acquired, you have the necklace thing, and the two halves of a map. I'll just really quick, give me a second here. So 2 pieces of a map and a necklace.
I guess we could have had her identify that thing.
Too late now.
We didn't think about it.
Can always bring it by later.
If she's not gonna hate our guts.
You have some spellcasters with you. You could identify it, potentially.
I'm not Arcana. Well, it's gonna probably take Arcana to do that, and I don't have Arcana.
Identifying magic items is based on the school of magic that it's associated with. Well, not school, tradition. If it's not associated with a tradition, then it can be identified by the same DC for any tradition of magic.
Okay. Well.
Who has it, by the way? I forgot. Is it in the Pirate
I have nature, religion,
Take the monkey.
and occultism.
Yeah, it would be Jack.
But my occultism isn't very
Jack.
good. Despite the fact that I'm trained in it, which is, well, I guess occultism is intelligence.
Would you like to make a roll?
I'll do one with nature. 21.
Very good. You identify this item as a sapphire scale.
That was the sapphire scale this whole time?
Literally, did no one look at the fucking art for it when I put it up 3 separate times?
No.
I thought, okay, when I heard the word scale, I didn't think about the fact that it would be a monster scale.
I'm late to this group. I honestly didn't know we were looking for a sapphire scale.
Oh,
But-
it's so stupid.
Well,
It is a palm-sized, semi-translucent scale. It is supposedly made of the hide of a sapphire dragon. And by spending your time identifying it, you realize that if placed on top of the two halves of the treasure map, or if you can use it to recombine the two halves of the treasure map. However, you identify there's an additional purpose to it. If placed on top of a treasure map, sea chart, or atlas, or other flat geographical model, the scale reveals hidden cartographic notes and clues to aid the reader. As long as you have a suitable map to use with the Sapphire Scale, you gain a +1 item bonus to survival checks to sense direction. And also, once per minute, you can look through the scale to see invisible phenomena.
Oh, interesting.
And you get a +1 item bonus.
What was causing it to, this scale to cause the little beastie to frenzy?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe it's just the fact that it wasn't intelligent enough to make use of it. So it's...
That is kind of a weird situation.
Maybe he was seeing the world in a different way with it on its head.
So, you now have the two halves of the map, and you have the Sapphire Scale.
Why on earth would they put the Sapphire Scale on the Anteater? Isn't that what they wanted whenever they stole it from that crew? What would be the point?
It was an accident.
Except for you guys... I remember hearing Slade say, it's too important. When the snake thing was thinking about attacking the anteater-looking guy.
Maybe it was being used in the sacrifice ritual?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, the fairy said they think must have been, or they were going to sacrifice you. So it was probably the sacrifice. That's why it was important.
Intriguing.
So,
definitely.
I will recap the things you knew before you went on this trip. The crew went to the Gasping Gipper. They lost several men, including part of the map, but they got the scale. On their way back, through the writhing swamp, second mate Malardy took the scale and dashed off into the swamp, and they weren't gonna risk getting fucked up by a bunch of swamp creatures trying to chase him because he is already gone and out of sight. And then you went and looking in the swamp and you found those creatures that had the scale. And they had put it on a thing. Did Malardy give it to them, or did Malardy get fucking murdered? You don't know what happened to Malardy. But somehow the scale got from his possession in the possession of those swamp things. And they put it on the creature. And then tried to do weird, spooky bullshit. And...
Well, cool. I am very intelligent for not realizing that it was a sapphire scale and not a sapphire scale.
I was still going on the idea that this dude fucking had it. I just thought that was
Me too.
Regular magic.
That's why I was going off of Malardy. When going off of finding Malardy, because we didn't know.
Yeah, but you were after a specific item. You weren't after Malardy specifically. You just knew Malardy was the last one to have it, and then he went missing in the writhing swamp. Now, you guys want to wrap it up there and tell me what you're going to do next session, or do you want to jump straight into making mistakes?
We gotta be smart about this. We can't just immediately reconnect the map pieces together.
Definitely not. Point of
we
order
should
is
head
probably
back to the main town first. I feel like we could do some preparation stuff first.
Yeah.
Right.
Get the +1s on all of our main weapons.
Exactly. I have the +1 rapier. I want to move it to my anchor.
Let's do that.
And Raja has the +1 warhammer that they want to put the +1 onto their gill hook.
Yes, sir. Let's speak with the king again. Lay down some information that we have. Though I probably think we should keep it on the down low. maybe say that we're still looking for the necklace. We don't have everything at the moment, just so it's not a situation where they might want to take over or do any of that crap.
Huh. Well, remember that for next session. But so you're gonna go back to town, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anybody
Nothing else you guys want to
anything?
do? You guys don't want to talk to the witch or whatever that wizard is again. You don't want to go talk and hang out with the
I mean, she
animal
might be
lady?
able to dispel the disintegration thing set on it. Who knows?
That actually. Yeah.
But it might not, like, it might be connected to the ability to keep them connected.
Probably not. They're
Well,
just
to
regular
be able to
maps.
reconnect.
The only thing is that they have the disintegrate thing put on it. If we remove that, they should just be able to be connected normally. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Talking to the wizard.
Yeah.
Very good. You want to do that now, or you want to do that at the start of next session?
I mean,
Probably start
I've
next
got like
session.
20, 30 minutes.
I'd say.
Well, we can. If you got 20 minutes, you're just having a conversation. It wouldn't take too long.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
All right, so back to Jacopo Town Square. Where's this freaking? Also, Alphonse is just stuck at. There we go. It's because you just reconnected. Let me place everyone back in. Everyone fucked off to the edge of the map.
Yeah, exactly.
And who else was Athez? So Athez, now you can see where everyone was.
Good morning, you two. You guys missed a ton.
I can tell.
It wasn't all that exciting. They
A
almost
thing
died.
blew up, downed all of us. I lost my eyes. You know.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Like
It's fine
it's like
now.
okay, some normal stuff. I lost my eyes, huh? Pardon?
Jack points and laughs.
Raja just walks by him, like pats him on the head a little bit. Koss, I hate this bitch. You can take point in this. I don't want to talk to her.
Seems like a sweet old lady to me.
Totally.
That I left after like the main argument or before the main argument, so it's like.
All right.
I can just blink you guys into here.
Yeah, I'm already in there.
Yeah. Let's just put
Hello.
the four of you in there. You can make your way uptown, moving down. She's mixing a couple of things at her desk when you enter, and she was like, "I see you didn't close the door on your way out. What do I owe the pleasure?" I believe Galmar was the one who was gonna talk, but you can talk if you want, Kahas.
I mean, I was
go ahead.
literally all I would have said was like, my friends have a few questions to ask you. That's all I would have had.
Sure.
Well, it turns out that I was unintelligent and didn't realize that we already had it. But the map itself.
You present the sapphire scale, and she raises an eyebrow, like.
This is
I'm a bit absent-minded sometimes.
She casts.
Oh, you mean this thing?
She casts like status to check if you have like what's it called? Fucking stupefied spell on you. Like, well, fair enough. So, what did you need it for? Jesus Christ. What did you need it for anyways?
We have a map that it can only be reconnected this way, but it seems... Well, I guess I technically don't know that it has the curse unless somebody told me about it.
I'm assuming
This
you
would have
guys
been
got
open
like...
conversation.
Yeah, that would have been just an open port. You can see she's got like a mop that's mopping up some goo with eyeballs, as there was a puddle of eyes trap that no one stepped on, as it's sweeping them out the door. And you guys in the hallway just see like a mop just like brushing some eyeballs down the hallway and past you out the door. And just onto the grass.
The map itself seems to have some sort of disintegration curse on it.
Let me see that map. She puts on some very tiny spectacles. And do you present it to her?
Yes.
Begrudgingly, Athez is going to present her half of the map, like, oh god, do I really want to trust...
And Fletch has the other half of the map, so...
Yeah.
Oh, this is a map by Poppy von Barnacle. Interesting.
That was meant to be the end there.
It seems to be magically enchanted. I'm assuming you know about it already. If you're coming
Games
to
on
my
pause,
services.
you guys can move yourselves into the room.
This is very interesting. Do you know who cast this curse on this item?
No, I don't think I do. And this was Poppy herself.
It was Poppy's map, as it would seem, but that was not who cast the spell. It was actually her wizard friend, Arahoska the Red. Funny thing about Arahoska, he's my great-great-great-grandfather. As you can see that, like, her mood seems to have lightened up a little bit. That is quite interesting. She almost gets distracted from actually, like, helping you and more interested in the map itself at that point.
Quite the coincidence.
But, I'm assuming you want to remove the, disintegration curse on this, correct?
Yes. If possible.
I see. Well, I could use an assistance from you two. You can tell your friends in the foyer that I will need a couple of things collected before we can start. I'm going to need some special silver ink. You can get it from that Kuradara woman that has all of the weird clawed anteater things. She's just down the road. And then a couple other things that you can pick up.
Give us a shopping list and we'll get it done.
Yes. She hands you just a list of things, the most important of which is the silver dye.
Gotcha. I'll wander out to everyone else out here. If you don't want to come in and be sociable, here's a shopping list. Alright.
He comes back in.
So over it.
Now, you two as practitioners of the magical arts can help me with preparing for the ritual. And then she's going to effectively give you guys your own shopping list. That's 3 times longer, but it's not like a shopping list, it's a list of instructions. And then she quickly writes down, and you two can help start setting up for the removal of the powerful disintegration curse. Now the rest of you, would you like to go get the thingy thing from the friendly neighborhood Kuradara?
Might as well.
Or Quaranda.
Sure.
I'm up. My apologies, Quaranda.
Coranda.
It's
So when do I get to steal,
Kuaranda. Quaranda. Well, you say, monkey?
Quaranda.
No, I was like, when do I get to steal something from this person?
I mean,
Good
if you guys, I mean, you can try, but it may not work out so well.
Not
for you.
recommended.
if you get caught, I don't know you.
This man's joins us once more, almost fucking dies, is just over it.
Not here for this. I just want to get this done and just leave you guys.
So the rest of your the four of you head down the road to where Quaranda's place is. Can you guys see at the top left the map there?
The corners are kind of edged out, but yeah, you can see the majority of it.
Yeah. Let me just
D2, I'm assuming, is where they're going.
Let me just put you up there. There you go. So you're heading to D2, yes. As you make your way over, you meet a significantly differently dressed one Quaranda, and she says, hello there. Good to see you, friends. There's something I can do for you today?
We got a shopping
Nobody's
list
gonna...
with the old bat.
That's a bit rude.
Fucker.
As you get closer, it's
calling her an old bat.
Oh my god, why is the Thez rotated? A
Oh
Thez
god.
is walking at a 45-degree angle. What can I help you with? Did you guys bring the scale with you, or did you leave it there?
Oh, don't I have it?
I'm pretty sure I have my hands on it right now. Because
Alright.
I showed it to the lady.
Yeah, I assumed it was given to Cost and we had it up here.
Alright, so I'm gonna be honest. Damn, like, I have attention, I'm gonna be honest.
Alright. So, she asked you if there's anything she can help you with.
Oh, I guess Jack be like, alright, Raja, calm it down. And he's gonna hop on, like, the fucking whatever's there for a fence and just be all like, so we need this. He points at the silver ink or whatever it was.
She leans over to look at the list of things, like, I've got most of these things. Ink's a bit expensive, but y'all help me so much. I don't mind parting with it. It'll put me a little bit behind, but I don't mind much. You brought back my flock to me, so here, let me go get you some. And she heads away into her hut to go gather up a couple of things. And yeah, there's not much else here to notice other than her house is nearby the central square, which has a obelisk of some description.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird stone structure. Who knows if it'll be of any value? But you notice it as you come by, as it stands out oddly in the middle of town. Then she comes back with the silver ink and is like, that should be enough for whatever that old coot's got going on. Anything else I can get for you? Other than some of these other things. I'm sure you can grab them down at the corner store.
I believe that would be it.
Well, but you be safe now. If you are ever in any need of some fighting assistance, she'll like flex one of her muscles and put her arm on it. I'm a pretty good shot with a bow.
I'm sure.
What were you gonna ask, Raja?
Raja's gonna walk away for a second and then turn around. You guys wouldn't happen to have a blacksmith here in town, would you?
She's gonna think about that. I think we might actually. And then she will mark down a waypoint on your map for the blacksmith. But at that, I feel now is a good time to stop, as then you have your ink, and next session you can get all your upgrades going on, and we can get on to the whole map portion of this adventure.
Woo, we did it. We got the map.
You guys leveled up. Are you surprised?
So, Slade, tell me, was this actually something that we that we are actually able to do? Is get rid of the curse?
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
So, I was kind of like in between with getting rogue dedication or the fucking intimidating glare, but I was like, man, the damage I can do though.
Man's just like, I want that D4 sneak attack, man.
Not only that, I can use my stealth, and my stealth is a +8. Like,
I mean, you can normally use stealth for
Favorite-
initiative. You can normally use stealth for initiative. It's just that it gives you an extra high chance of getting your sneak attack. Not.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Man's gonna be a
My
swoosh
initiative-
spookler. So man, when he's flanking someone, is gonna deal a D4 +1 because his weapon has the backstab trait.
that is true.
His dog
that is-
slicer.
Yeah. Hell
Everyone's
yeah.
Everyone's favorite weapon, the dog slicer.
the dog slicer.
Stay
And then
stay the fuck away from Bisquick.
there's also
Or
another
Ralph.
two-handed version called the
Or
horse slasher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The horse cleaver, the horse chopper, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I out of curiosity, would it be possible for me to get the bazoozi as a weapon?
A bazoozi.
What the fuck is that?
Describe. Is it a thing that is it like one that you found in Pathfinder, or is it one that's just a random weapon?
Look at
In
Discord.
general,
Look at
Discord.
What the fuck is that?
Let
The
me...
bazoozi.
Is it
Look.
gonna be like
No.
a bow Uzi?
Oh my god.
Look, you give me the materials a little bit of time, maybe I can make some
Oh
magic.
no, bazooka Uzi. Okay.
If you were an inventor,
I
possibly. I'm pretty sure inventor actually can actually get an innovation for if they're a weapon inventor to add splash to a ranged weapon. So
Fantastic.
Imagine how front heavy that thing is.
Very.
I mean, it's
So
only front
horrible.
heavy until you fire it.
Yeah, that is true.
and then it's just a
I
normal
mean-
Uzi.
I mean, it still has that adaptation on it, so it's still gonna be heavier in the front than it normally would be.
Yeah, a bit of a heavy Uzi. Bazoozi.
The bazoozi.
Oh my god, that's majestic. Truly a piece of art. All right, what did you guys think of the session of Pathfinder? Was it okay?
That
Anyone
flower
have
was fucked
fun?
up.
Yeah, that's a fucked up flower.
It was great.
I think
loved
the
it.
ooze might have been a bit more messed up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Both of those things. Everything to do with this fucking wizard person. I hate her. I hate her.
You know, that's fair.
Everyone just hates
She-
the old crone.
She
No,
had
I
a
know.
fucking flower that nearly killed half of my goddamn crew. She stole my goddamn eyes. Or the thing that she made stole my eyes. No, I fucking hate her.
Now I know where to go when I want to avoid the party when I leave the group.
Just go to old woman house. Just hang out.
Yeah. Just gonna spend my time becoming a wizard under her teachings. I'll give up the cleric
Monkey
thing.
magic. Monkey magic.
My god. So,
Jesus.
moving forward, it's unlikely that you won't really do a whole lot of splitting up, likely. The next whole bunch of things are kind of, like, you have to go as a group, realistically. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
There is no way to
Sounds
split up
good.
for them. So, but, yeah. So it'll be fun
I
to
mean,
see
hey,
how,
we got a good use out of the flares.
Yeah.
You guys
I'm just
regroup.
excited. I'm just excited that I'll get to use dueling parry.
Hell yeah.
My class feat that I got was no escape.
Man's gonna chase
Nice.
people down.
I'm gonna chase people down, baby.
Heck yeah. Big gamer.
No one can get away from me.
I just need to
Indeed.
pick up. I just need to pick up that feat that if you demoralize something, it doesn't go past one.
it can't go. It can't. Yeah, it can't reduce
Okay.
past 1. It's It's not harass. It's something else that's similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know when I get it though. That's the only thing.
So other than the old woman, what's everyone else's favorite part of the today's session? Is it almost dying for like all of you?
Obviously.
Cool, honestly.
There was a bunch of death to go around.
Yeah. There was a lot more death this time round.
We almost got a TPK. We could have just played Avatar.
Oh my god.
Actually, you know what? Since the kineticist is a thing that's coming out, I bet there are people that are gonna start running like just straight up Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, 100%.
Probably.
Yeah, there's a
100%,
shit ton
yeah,
of diversity in that class.
You can literally make an entire
So-
party out of kineticists and fill pretty much
It's like-
every
it's like
role.
the-
So,
it's like
Slade,
fucking
are you
Cleric
actually
in
able
Pathfinder.
to how many times are you able to split the path?
So
Every
fork the
time you
path.
see the option.
So there's 5, 9, 14, and 19 is every time that you get a gate upgrade. So it's level 5 and every 4 levels after that. So I may have gotten that wrong. I think 17 is the last one. So it's
Yeah, so
9, 13, and 17 are the other ones than 5.
So you could have a total of 5 elements.
No, if you start with Twin Gate, you can
Oh
actually
yeah,
get all
no,
6.
you're right. You got 6, all 6. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Although I wouldn't do it because your junction abilities are very good, so you kind of want to
Yeah,
take 1 or 2 of them.
You're gonna get fucked.
So
but
here's how you start it off. Here's what
Pathfinder
you
building
do.
really makes you feel like
In
if
order
you're gonna
to
make an
play,
Avatar build, it's pretty
in
bad.
order to just play Aang, all you gotta do is start out as air. Then, whenever you get your first one, you then choose to be. Then you split the path out to become water.
Wander at
Then
5.
earth,
At 9. Fire it.
and then air it. Well, then fire at the
Fire
last.
Yeah, fire at 13.
then you widen the gate for each of them after.
Or 2 of them. You widen the gate for 2 of them
Yeah.
after that. So I feel like Aang. He gets water at what point in the series?
Early on.
In like one of the earliest episodes is when he gets it.
Like the problem I feel is that so if you start as air, right? You would start with the air junction, which is the ability to move around, which feels like Aang early on in the show. It's just avoiding people during fights. So that could work. I don't know if it'd be very good at being split so many ways, but
Yeah, the way Pathfinder building
No,
works,
it would
I feel
not
like
be.
having an Avatar character would kind of be bad. Like a lot worse than just going into 1.
well, 1 and 2
Or at
is
least,
really, 2 is really good.
1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely value in having 2.
Yeah, I feel like the most value comes for the class when you have either 1 or 2. Any more than that, you start kind of spreading too thin.
Yeah. Unless there's like some junction ability or some composite action that you really, really want from a third class, in which case maybe. But I don't know.
Even then, I don't know if it'd be worth it.
Yeah. There might be like a build or 2 that are like, and then I take metal as my last one so I can get death by a million needles. Maybe there's that build where it's like, I don't care until level 17 to have metal. But, yeah. Very fun.
So you'd only need 4 of the elements, which means you would have some.
Yeah, but you
You'd
would
have
a
2.
lot.
Yeah. The main thing is that each one has like 5 junction options. Or 4 junction options. So if you take like fire and you take all the junctions, you get all of them. Now, I will say the biggest drawback with taking all of them is that one of them is a skill junction, and it's you just get trained in a skill and get a skill feat. It's not super useful. Although I will say, despite being not super useful, there is value in being a single gate, because there are feats you can only take if you only have 1 element. So, if you have those, you kind of don't want to split. It's very fun. Maybe once the kineticist comes out, we can do a one-shot with all elemental characters.
Just do the whole ending of just do a level 20 party and have it be the ending of Avatar, like the final fight in Avatar.
One player as a kineticist is not going to 1v1 the Fire Lord.
Yeah.
Just
We don't have the
saying.
avatar state.
Yeah. You aren't literally the avatar. You're not 1v1ing a level, like, 25 fucking destruction deity. Because, like, Firelord Ozai, during that whole scene, he's pretty much the Tarask, I would say, in terms of power.
Damage-wise, yeah.
Yeah, like, Mans literally can shoot a fire blast that, when he, like, from in the sky, it encompasses, like, 8 city blocks.
Didn't he bring down a meteor?
Kinda, I think. Something like that. It's
Well,
wild.
it was the comet that was giving them the power, is what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Regardless, very strong. Maybe we'll see. I don't think it would be a level 20 fight because one, good luck remembering all of your abilities for a one-session game. Man.
Here's this new class. You're gonna play level 20. Good luck, my friend.
As I just throw absolute, like, death machines at the party. It's just a gauntlet of near godly enemies, one after another. Like, alright, are you ready? You just beat the Planetar. Time for the ancient red dragon. Bruh.
Can I be the one stick in the mud that just plays a fighter, so I'm just Sokka?
God, that's the thing I was always thinking, like, what would Sokka be? What would he be in that party?
He's just a fighter.
Yeah.
Well, the problem
Like,
is
with
that
everybody
very
else being
good.
kinetic,
The
but-
problem is that's
Yeah.
too good of a class.
No, at the end, Sokka's fucking amazing. He's still taking on people who are powered up by Sozin's Comet with fire power and just taking them on with a sword. Like,
He's good at
yeah.
How many
This is why
times he
I
actually hits
So
stand
no,
someone
here's
with
the
his
thing.
damn
Here's the thing. He starts out at level 1 as an inventor, but his GM doesn't let him make anything because he's in an ice village. And then at level fucking right before the end point, or right around where he meets Suki, right? He archetypes into fighter, and then when he meets the sword guy in the fight, was it the Earth Nation or Fire Nation where he meets the sword fighting guy?
Fire Nation.
That's
It's
when
in the Fire
he
Nation.
takes the one day to completely reclass into fighter. And he gets rebounding
about
stance
Ranger?
for his boomerang. What's that?
What about Ranger?
Eh,
He
does
doesn't do
he
the
doesn't
whole like
track at
hunting
all.
thing though.
No. He's
Like,
not super
Kind of in the beginning. Thing is, I think he would be like a really like weird combination of a lot of classes.
I think fighter
Like,
works
He'd
just
be like
because
a really jank one up until the end, where then he'd probably just like full on into fighter.
yeah.
Because like there are scenes in the first book where he is like really good at. He does show that he's really good at tracking. In the one where they meet Jet and everything, he like sticks a knife in the ground, and realizes someone's like walking down the road from the vibrations.
So maybe he is a ranger. Maybe he's a ranger at first.
I would say like early on, I could see him like somehow being like a combination of a lot of things.
Well, I would say ranger actually. In the remaster, ranger's gonna go from kind of meh to actually pretty good. So maybe he is just a ranger. Maybe that's just what he is. Because I don't feel like he's legendary accuracy by the end. You know what I mean? I don't think
But
he's.
the boomerang. How many times he hits that damn boomerang and it comes back to him?
He's just a thrown weapon fighting boomerang. I know that thrown weapon fighting is a thing because there's a stance called ricochet or rebound stance or something like that, where when you use a ranged weapon, it bounces back to your hand when you throw it. So I'd have to look it up and see what it is, but that may be the perfect thing for him. He's just a yeet fighter.
He uses that and he uses a club.
I'm gonna head out.
Fuck out of here.
I like how every session so far has had that Fletch moment. The first one was driving the boat. The second one was me punching the guy.
You know?
And this session is me jumping in the pit to kill the spirit.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, gamers, going back to what I said about this was originally supposed to be off game. Guess what's happening next week?
We're playing it
More
again.
pirate game.
Let's go.
Down for
Everyone's just like,
I
yo,
feel like
fuck
I've
Spooky
finally-
Dungeon.
I feel like I've finally nailed down the character that I'm actually gonna play. So
Once this character dies or fucks off.
No, I'm just like how I'm actually gonna play Galmar like character wise. I think it genuinely is just gonna
Just
be like
tired all the
Yeah,
time.
Man's is
tired,
just
like
over
done with
shit.
everything, guy.
Grumpy old man.
Like I don't want to be. I just want to get this done.
It's like I thought I got rid of you guys, and now you're back.
Let me
God.
go home.
My
I heard
Constantly
you say
fighting his own urge to.
I cut myself off.
Bruh. So is this session worse or better than the first or second session? What's the best session in order of the three that we've had so far?
I mean, I will say the first session definitely very intense with how we fucking got here.
Oh yeah.
Everyone liked the boat.
Like,
The boat was good.
See, we almost lost a captain. This
It was
would have
just
been
really
like
intense.
if we lost Raja, then it's like, well, shit. There goes the second captain. Fuck.
It would be the next captain.
Everyone only gets their character for 6 sessions because every session one character dies and it's always the captain. So it's just like every single whoever gets elected captain next is just like they just have like above their head they just have like a skull and crossbones appears for a second. They get marked for death. They're like, oh man.
Shit.
Get to the point where the
God,
whole party knows it. There's like, all right, draw straws. Who's gonna be the captain next?
Well, this is cursed. Let's
I
just not have a captain anymore.
Like,
Democracy.
Then
Like,
just
wait.
everyone dies.
Guys, what if no one's the captain, but we're all the captain? We share it evenly,
We're
like
all
a
the
commune.
captain now.
We'll all
Communism.
We'll all die like a 6 each each session.
Just a new
So
crew
one whole captain dies. However, because all of us are captain, it's split evenly between us all.
No. At
So
the
we
end of
only
every
die-
session, everyone just gains a level of doomed. By the 4th session, everyone the second you drop, you're instantly dead. Because you're doomed 4. Oh my god.
Jeez. That does actually sound like a really interesting idea, but man, would that be terrifying.
Just like every single day that passes, like everyone has a curse that gets worse, and you find a handful of, oh my god, it'd be the worst of like every day you're trying to find like items that will like push back, like consumed items that will push back the curse, but some days you get less than enough to save everyone, so someone has to gain the doomed condition.
That
feels
sounds
like the constant
actually that
struggle
you know
of
what, Slade?
everybody's sanity of Darkest Dungeon.
That
Exactly.
would absolutely be the Made in Abyss style campaign.
It just keeps getting worse. Just gets worse every time. Oh man, that'd be fun. All right.
Out of the 2 that I was present for, I have to go with this one mainly just because I rolled higher than 9 more than once.
You know.
Fair.
I mean, also, you didn't exactly go down.
Also,
I went down once.
That fight in the swamp was a fucking struggle.
It was so hard.
Literally.
It was so hard.
You guys did make it out though. It wasn't.
My stress levels can't take it.
God.
Oh
Being
man.
the only one that could remotely pick other people up, I was like, God, I can't go down.
But then you did.
And then I did.
And then your
It
tree
was terrifying.
tried to help you and got wrecked for it.
He made it out alive. I thought he was gonna die.
Sisa and Patrice, you guys have been very lucky in a mech game because I realized I've been running a very specific mechanic wrong in the player's favor.
What is that?
Core power does not recharge
until a full repair.
Oh, that's right.
So you guys have been getting your core power every single combat. So yeah, we'll be doing that correctly going forward. But like, damn.
They're like, all right, time to change my build. Oh man.
Man, you're saying we can't make
I
ourselves
I
unkillable
do
every
enjoy. The
combat
thing
now?
is, I do enjoy that build.
So much like a Fallout game, or a Skyrim game, are you guys going to have any NPC followers? As you have had 3 so far that you could pick up. There is the Bard Ranger woman, Quaranda, who has offered to come with you. There is the noble Fire Leshy guy, and then there's the Explorer kid, the blue bird.
The queer kid that Rasha and I bullied.
Generally speaking, any of those guys aren't going to engage in combats. They have things they can do out of combat to assist you.
What about our gang that we've newly acquired?
The pirate.
Guys
Oh my
back in
god,
town.
did we ever find that one guy that was like, did I get the job?
Well, for that you would have to head back to the town and do all of the leadership things for that. If that makes sense. They're less of followers and more just faceless nameless goons that are in your crew, as it were. So if you do things that are like, hey, we're gonna use our crew to like sail, or hey, you guys go and rough up some guys for us to make a distraction.
Now, question: as this is like a land-based group of people, do they know how to sail? Like, sure, they're pirates, but have they ever sailed?
No, those
before?
guys had a ship.
Okay.
Like the dinghies. So that if you would talk to them, they would have explained to you guys that those dinghies out back are for rowing out to a ship docked off out of the harbor somewhere. And then they occasionally, whenever they make a bunch of ruckus, they just sail out into the ocean for a couple days or weeks to let the heat die down.
From what it seemed like from a basic glance was that these guys were like wannabe pirates, and they were all in pirate getup, but they were like a city-based gang effectively, and I thought that was very funny.
No. They were pirates. They were full-fledged pirates.
Okay.
Whenever they fuck around and find out, they kind of fuck off into the out to sail for a couple of weeks, if not months, to let everyone's tempers cool down, so they can come back and fuck around again. Once everyone's forgotten about the shit they did. That's kind of their whole modus operandi.
I like that. That's very funny.
Right, I've got to gather.
Get out of here,
Wayne. I am hungry.
See you next week.
See ya. Until next time.
Indubitably.
I'm a big fan of the 2 companions I met, so I'm down for either of those. I didn't meet the first one, so I'm down to meet them.
It's up to the party. They're mostly just gonna come around, and if you guys are like, if it's like recalling knowledge, or if there's an opportunity where no one can figure something out, they may chime in. Like, it's only in times where where they would have relevant knowledge, but each of them has like little tidbits where if something comes up, they have key cues where different NPCs might chime in with details. So it's just, which one do you want to keep around and potentially ask for assistance, or also have as your backup character in case one of you dies. That's also a use for them.
God, I keep forgetting his name, but I'm so down. What's it? It's
Ignatius Barclay.
Ignatius Barclay. I'm so down to play Ignatius Barclay if I die.
So do they actually have character builds?
They have character classes and what their base class would be. But you could totally change it to something else that's relevant. Like because Ignatius is a fighter, right? But if you wanted to be a barbarian, you could think of a barbarian or a swashbuckler. But also as a wildfire leshy, he could be a fire kineticist as well. So
oh my god,
you could do that. or a druid. It's, you know.
It's like carcinization. The entire party will eventually evolve into kineticists.
Into kineticists. Everyone turns into crab.
Eventually, all things evolve into crab.
So, yeah. It's like, as long as it's within reason. Like the what's her name, the one with the animals. She's technically a bard, but she could be a ranger as well. You know.
I mean, just bard backup character. I mean,
it's like,
oh my god.
Well, I could be an elf. I could. Oh, not an elf. They're a fairy actually. They're a little fairy. They're a little
fairy
bard. Or ranger.
I'm gonna go.
Deuces, get out of here.
Adios.
I don't know what the explorer guy is. I think he's just an explorer. So, you could, if you wanted to make him a badass, make him an investigator, a thaumaturge. So, actually, I think he's a ranger technically, which is cringe. I would make him a thaumaturge. It's so much funnier to have the giant wobbly backpack. And he's like, wait, I have a thing for this. Reaches in, grabs some special salt, like black salt, and like flicks it at a Glimmelin, and just it fucking explodes into black fire, like the most horrific.
I mean, it would definitely make sense. After all, Mans is literally prepared for everything.
Yeah. So, very fun, very fun. Someone wants to play the queer bird kid.
Oh god. It's just like, so guys, I know that you kind of scare me, but also
would find it really funny to play a character that the party's actively bullied in the past.
Captain What's His Bucket is clearly not meant to join the party, but my brain is just like, he could be an alchemist. Although, to be fair, alchemist is bad right now, so we'd have to wait till like September for that to be fun.
That's my favorite NPC name, Captain What's His Bucket.
Oh man.
Can I make my character's last name What's His Bucket?
Captain Nevergo is his name.
Never go.
The guy that we ended up accidentally killing.
You didn't kill Nevergo.
No, we didn't kill Nevergo.
No, he's the drug dealer.
Yeah, he's my drug dealer. God damn it! Why would I kill my dealer?
You're thinking of Captain the red one with the chain.
Yeah.
With the spiked chain whip.
Oh god.
That's who you were thinking of.
I was thinking of that.
Mellar
yes.
Khan was his name. Such a badass name for an NPC that died in like 5 punches from a snake. Actually bites from a snake, but whatever. Didn't get to do a single hit with him. It was cringe. How could you guys kill him before I could kill you? It would have been funny.
I did have an idea while I was waiting to be introduced during that scene. Can I magic weapon a natural weapon?
No. That's actually
Gang.
That's actually a different spell. It's called Magic Fang.
Okay. I was like, in my brain, I was like, oh, it'd be so funny if I was there, because I could just, like, slap Raja in the face and just have, like, magic fangs.
Yeah, that's a primal spell. Yeah.
Gotcha. Dang. It would have been so good.
Unarmed strikes and natural weapons have a primal equivalent.
Would have been so good for future scuffles.
Yeah.
That I probably wouldn't do because I would want us to fight fair, but...
Fight fair, giant air quotes. I mean, that the other item would be if he had hand wraps of mighty blows instead, which would apply to his fang, because it's an unarmed strike, technically. So yes.
Let me put these hand wraps on so I can bite better.
Yeah, it's just kind of how it works. That's just how it do sometimes, though. Man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So who's still here? I'm gonna kill the stream now. Bye, stream. Die. You're cringe.
No, I'm
our
watching that.
stream until yeah, same. Until next week, I suppose.
No, I like to hear myself in an echo.
Damn it, I can't believe the streamer called me cringe and told me to die. Never watched